early dreams have flown. Don't you dare let her tremble alone. For the witcher, heartless cold, paid in coin of gold. He'll come, he'll go, leave naught behind but heartache and woe. Deep, deep woe.
Hey! Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Hello. Can you hear us?
I can.
Yeah, I can hear us on the thing.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Simon, Wandering DM. Welcome
Hi,
to the
Simon.
channel. Hello. Welcome
Hi,
to
Simon.
our... Hi.
Hi, Simon.
What... Hi, Kayla. Hi.
Hi,
Preempti-
Kika.
Hi, Gabe.
Swear to God, I'm
Hi,
gonna go
Kayla.
back on the starting soon screen.
Hi, Kelly.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Witcher RPG.
Welcome to a very serious and grimdark game.
Because when you think serious and grimdark, you think I should go get the opera geek for that.
Yes.
Y'all, this is why we get punished. This is why y'all get punished. I'm gonna specify that y'all.
So, last week things did not turn out the way we wanted, and the stream had to be cancelled because of poopy internet connection. So I'm hoping everything is gonna hold on tonight, and we're gonna be able to play our episode 1 entitled Trouble in Bruges. And why are the cameras moving?
Sorry, that was my fault. I hit the stop video button by accident.
Oh my goodness, I
I
am
went to
now
mute myself.
I am now Kayla. Hi, Kayla.
Hey. Oh, wait. I'm not Kayla anymore. I'm Kika now. Hi, Kika.
Please fix.
It's in the process of being fixed.
Okay.
I'm
thought
so
something
very
froze.
sorry.
This is a great
okay,
first
it happens.
episode. Not gonna lie. 10 out of 10.
I mean,
I have done worse. So,
That was fast.
welcome everyone. Yeah, years of messing up, Gabe. Years of messing up. But yes, hi everyone. Welcome to our first episode of The Witcher Legacy. I am Simon at Wandering DM. I just wanted to let you all know that any subs, bits, and donations that we get tonight. Hey, thank you, Flying Serious. Thank you, Shauna. Every bit donation and subs that we get tonight will go straight to the charity for the Community Health Network. I had the tweet up. I swear I had the tweet up, and now I lost it because, of course.
it's okay. Do you want me to read my? Because I'm doing that tomorrow night. I can read about
Yeah,
it. if
I
you
got it.
want.
The Community Health
Okay.
Network caregivers in Central Indiana, in Indianapolis. Basically, we are raising funds so that they can actually have snacks safely prepared and delivered by their on-site food service partners. And every dollar that we raise will go either to a on-meal site, on-site meal, an on-site meal, or a take-home meal kit, or even a snack hub for up to 25 caregivers. So please, if you can donate. I know it's not everyone that can, not everyone has the means, especially in these times, but our caregivers are working very hard on the front lines, and they sometimes forego eating altogether. So if there's anything that you can do, if there's any bit that you can give, I'm not taking anything this week. That's why I'm not also shilling for our partners and sponsors. Everything that we get will go straight to this charity. However, because this is The Witcher, and because you are donating, and because you are resubbing, we're gonna get to draw cards before the game begins. I saw one resub
That goes
and one
historically
$10.
well for me.
So, and I would like to know, Kayla, what's the cheer 500 again?
Oh, it's just for the charity.
Oh, that's cool, but it also gives you something, because while we're at it, might as well have it do something for the game.
Sure.
Reminds me, I donated 500 bits last time, and you said that we do a card thing, and I don't know anything about this card thing, so.
Thank you. Yeah, that should have been actually, it's not, I need to fix it. It's not 1,000, it's 500. So that means it's 4 cards today before the game begins. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
So
Die?
I will ask. So we have, if you're
This went
looking
great for
on
me
the,
last time.
Wait, what was the? Oh my goodness! Now I'm afraid.
we haven't rolled yet, but we have 4 cards, and I have 4 players. So each one of you is gonna roll once.
No.
I was just gonna say, just give the 500 bits for 1d6 of the whatever the crab claw thing is. So we need some crab claws in here.
Wait, there's crab available. I love crab.
Oh, you just want a instead of a card, you would like to just roll a d6 for Fulgur?
Well, let's draw a card. Why not?
All right, cards are fun. So before we begin our first adventure, I would like all of you, dear players, to roll a d25 in roll 20,
I got the
please.
Page of Swords.
Yeah, it's a Gwent deck. I'm sorry, Kika.
Mine is cooler.
Mine's completely unrealistic.
Huzzah! I wasn't an Effluents Prophecy. Yay!
So, our first card is the 12. The 12 is the card of power. Focus. For the entire game tonight, you can all put 1 more point of stamina into your spells for free. So regardless of what your vigor is, you count as having 1 more point of vigor for tonight. So that goes for everyone who can cast spells. Our next card, number 5. Powerful Blow. Ah, shite. Here goes my monsters.
Yay!
For the reminder of the game tonight, everyone deals +4 damage with their weapons.
Oh, Gabe, we're gonna wreck all his shit.
Yes. I told you we were gonna beat someone up, feed him to a griffin, beat up the griffin, take it somewhere else, and make money. Sorry, continue. Very excited about this.
Our next card, rolled by Kayla, is number 23. Shite. Ragnarok. One of you, tonight, and only tonight, can take the reins of the game and DM a scene in my stead.
Not it.
What?
Yes. Ragnarok is the card that destroys my whole game. You are allowed to GM a scene.
And then Geralt rides in, and then
And Kika, you rolled a 20, and 20 is good. It is the card that is called the Medic. For tonight, and tonight only, one of you can automatically heal a critical wound. Instantaneously.
It's pretty cool.
So, before we begin, let's go around the table, introduce our cast, tell us who you are, who you'll be playing, and we'll begin with the person to my left on the overlay, and we're going to go counterclockwise, so we'll begin with Kayla.
Hey guys, I'm going to be playing the a human mercenary captain called Shenna. Ip Kervagant. I'm gonna probably botch that up a lot, so just don't mind me. But I'm a streamer slash RPG person slash writer, and you can find me on Koros RPG at twitter.com, and I'm excited to be here. So yeah.
Up next is Kelly.
What? Oh, hi. I'm Kelly, aka the Opera Geek, and I am playing Sisha of Gwen Creasa, who is a Witcher of the Griffin School. And yes, I'm the Opera Geek. That's really it. I'll plug stuff at the end.
And yeah, we'll plug everything at the end of the show tonight anyway. Up next is Kika.
Hey, I'm Kika. I'm a trans girl, a nerd, big tabletop gamer, tabletop designer, community organizer, panel organizer, and a lot of things, and your new best friend. And I play Ven Hemlig, the elf, who has not been introduced yet.
Whose actual introduction, do you mind if I let everyone know when they can find it?
Yeah, go for it. Why would
So
not?
the intro for Ven is actually going to go live tomorrow. So you'll get to see Ven post flashback tonight and get a... we're going to do the weird timeline thing just like with the Witcher Netflix show. So we're going to see a Ven from her past tomorrow. And last but not least, the only player whose name doesn't begin with a K. Gabe.
Hi, I'm Gabe. Gabe James Games on Twitch, Twitter, pretty much everywhere else. I am a voice actor and game designer, and today I am playing the elven witcher named Ovos, who has been very successful in his hunts thus far, and it looks like the cards may be in his favor. We shall see. I'm excited.
We shall see indeed. Everyone froze for half a second. Is everyone back?
Hi here.
Please, internet, do not give out. I can't do that. So, I'm just going to very quickly put some music on. Because we're gonna need it. We are in 1268. The first Nilfgaardian War is over. Or was it the second? Kelly, the Peace of Sintra. First or second war?
Second.
Second war. Thank you. The Peace of Sintra has been signed. The life has begun to go back to normal in the north. And our camera will pan down to the streets of a city called Bruges. If only I had sound. That doesn't work. Hey, what's up with you?
I don't know what's up with you.
Sirenscape. It's gonna take me just a quick second. I apologize for that. Because yes, Sirenscape is what we use for all of our sounds on Wandering DM.
Nice.
Aha. And a group of party friends, cast members, you should also hear the music now.
Yes.
So we are zooming in on the streets of a little city called Bruges in southern Temeria. And the game begins with a lone figure walking in an alley. looking over their shoulders, exhausted, panting. They lean against one wall, trying to catch their breath. Their clothes are muddied and stained with sweat. They don't appear to be very rich, but they don't appear to be at the very bottom of the social ladder either. When they hear sounds of footsteps on the cobblestones, they turn and gasp and say, "Please, please, not me. Anyone but me. No!" As a shadow jumps on said person. And with a cry, they breathe their last. A few days later, on the road to Bruges, about an hour prior, a group of people march north from the Nilfgaardian realm, from the Empire. There's about 24 people marching north, led by none other than Shayna. Shayna, would you mind describing to her what we see on this road? Who do we see walking to Bruges?
You see a number of soldiers in hodgepodge armor. One is bearing a banner of a red cloth with a black chain that's kind of snapped into off to the side. You see a number of folks of all races. You see humans and elves and dwarves even. But at their head, you see a large, misty grayish white warhorse clad in chainmail. And atop of this beast is this tall figure clad in Nilfgaardian plate, both black and gold, but with scratches and dents in it. It's clearly been used, but you can't see the face as the helm is down, but you can see the wickedly curved wings off of the back of the helmet. And you see them just going down the road. It's not a quiet group. You hear songs and small talk, and they seem to be in formation but have become lax as of late.
As you approach Bruges, Glint, the Nilfgaardian woman, comes up to you. Oh, no, wait, was it Glint? We changed the,
Yeah, it's Glint.
No, it's Palm.
Okay.
We changed it to Palm. That's okay. Palm, the quartermaster, comes up to you and says, Captain?
What is it?
We'll need to restock once we get to Bruges. I have a list here I would like you to just look it over, get your approval. And she hands you a scrap of paper.
Looks down from the horse and picks it. And you see her kind of lift up the visor part of the helm, and you see a late 20s woman with tanned and scarred skin. And one eye is actually gone. Instead, there's these flaps of stitched skin over where the eye would be. She kind of looks it up and takes it to her one good eye.
Most of the most of the items found on that list are nothing too special. Food, rations, ale for the troops. You need a handful of whetstones, as well as the only one that is perhaps out of the ordinary is a new cart. Like a completely new wagon. Which is the most expensive item on the list.
Is there any reason we need a new cart?
I'm afraid that the one we have is not going to last us very long. It's already undergone several heavy repair and... Oh, crap. Can you give me just a second?
Sure.
Sorry.
All burned down.
Okay, so who wants to use that Ragnarok card?
I know, right?
I don't even know what we're gonna do with that. I kind of want to, but also the fact that there's only one out of us four, I don't want to hog it. Ugh.
Well, I mean, we came very close to having Effluents Prophecy happen in the flashback. So let's not do that again, please.
It's fair.
Or make it worse. Let's make it worse.
Let's just
What-
make everything worse. How, like,
Maybe we should ask Chad what they think should happen.
That's a terrifying idea. I already am destined to get a baby, so
oh no, you got a law of surprise, you poor sod.
I haven't even been introduced yet.
yeah, that scares me because that means there's a lot of like variables.
Are you afraid of my character?
I'm afraid of you.
Why? I'm so trustworthy.
It's not okay. You might be trustworthy. Okay, so here's the thing. Platypi are very kind and adorable. They also have poisonous back feet.
No, it's not the back feet. It's the spurs. There's like little spurs off the back of their foot, like where a dew claw is. It's not like their whole foot. That would be weird. But, like, it's like a dew
Yes,
claw.
the whole foot would be weird.
The whole foot would be a
The
little
whole
weird.
foot is just barbed.
They sweat milk.
They do.
They are.
There are a lot of animals
do you mean they
that you could
sweat
have compared
milk?
me to, but you chose a platypi, and then you
Oh, wait, we
followed
were-
up with they sweat milk.
Wait,
Hey,
Oh,
if
I
you
didn't know
sweat
we were
milk, Kika,
comparing Kika to a
To be
platypus. 'Cause-
honest, I'd be like, it doesn't make sense to me, but I'm not entirely shocked.
But why are we comparing Kika to a platypus?
Because she may be friendly, but she's still dangerous.
I mean, they're not even friendly though. Like
and
I would
also
say more
will
like
confuse you.
like what about a mongoose?
No.
But
You could've
Ricky
just gone with,
Tikki
like,
Tavi.
cat or something.
No, mongoose are
What?
really cute, but they can like
That's
Kill
not
the
that's
shit
not
out of a
cobra.
cobra?
It's not monkeys.
They
Mongoose-
bite snakes.
Mongooses are
they
adorable.
eat. Yeah, they eat. It's not a thing, Gabe.
Well,
Welcome
actually-
to having a discussion with me. I make shit up.
hold on. The plural of mongoose is mongooses or mongeese.
Oh, hey, I was right.
Yeah, I thought you were just making
Just
up
like there are
nonsense.
3 pluralizations of octopuses. Octopi.
Nah, stop it. You're lying. Hold on.
No,
I'm-
octopi,
there are.
octopuses, and forgot
I
the
really
third
wish it
one.
was octopiece.
Octopus.
Peace.
Hi everyone, you've come tuned in to watch The Witcher. We are discussing pluralizations of animals.
Yeah, I found a website that just gives me proper pluralizations.
But wait, so Kika is a platypus.
yes.
Mhm.
Okay, but like, what's Kayla?
Mm, a chipmunk that found a knife.
A chipmunk that found a knife.
Probably doesn't know what to do with it, but you look over and you're like, not sure if cute or potentially dangerous. Oh, it's cute. Oh no, it's running.
You want to see this adorable keychain I got?
Is it related to
I'm
a
just
squirrel with a
gnawing
knife?
on the
That is cute.
handle page.
Okay, wait, Gabe. What animal are you?
No, I'm gonna do you first. You,
Oh,
Kelly,
no.
are it's that really scary big vulture bird that people always think is in a costume.
You're
Because
calling her a vulture?
What?
You're way more intimidating.
Wait. A big
vulture.
vulture that people think is what?
You don't know about that? People like used to think that they were like someone in a costume or something. They're huge. They're like the size of people. Hold on.
So you're calling
Vulture.
me huge. You're calling me a vulture.
I'm gonna get a
And you're
beer
calling
before
me
Gabe
scary
dies because
looking.
I gotta watch this.
I'm saying
one second.
you are
You're very
vicious
bad at this game,
when
Gabe.
in danger.
I am
but
done.
to be honest,
Nope.
you are not as
Bye.
threatening as people think.
Bye.
Although I don't think they're actually called vultures.
I'm back. So, I hope everything's alright.
I quit the game. Gabe
Gabe
said I
destroyed
look
the
like
park.
a giant vulture and I'm huge.
You looked like you asked for an animal comparison.
I
Called me a
heard
platypus.
I heard everything.
It was
He
awful.
said I sweat milk.
Say that. I said I do.
I'm so sad.
Okay.
I'm so sad. I don't want to be a harpy vulture.
How about
No, why
I'll
would
come
you
back.
want to be a harpy vulture when you can be a bearded vulture?
No, I don't want
They
that
paint
either.
themselves with blood. It's so cool.
Simon, take over. I'm scared.
I
everyone
need a
Simon.
better animal and I will come back.
everyone's an adorable kitten.
I'm not an adorable kitten.
Take
She's
it
a
or leave it.
tiger. She's a Siberian tiger.
Y'all are whatever animals you want to be. If you have never heard of like a fursona, Jesus.
We're not gonna delve into that here. Just kill us. Just
I'm
kill
so
us.
mad at you, Gabe. I'm gonna
Don't even
murder
think about
you
it,
as soon
chat.
as I see
Don't
you.
even think about personas
That's
in this.
okay.
Simon,
So,
Christian.
Can I be a raven?
Nah, you're already an elf.
Okay, fine.
I'm like really sad because now I just think I'm a very ugly animal. And I'm huge.
I gotta find the picture. They're
You're
pretty
gonna make
dope.
me cry.
No, they're actually pretty dope animals.
Okay.
People think they're scary.
Also,
This is a
Simon,
very
it
interesting
is
game of vulture.
glint. It is glint instead of palm.
So my thing was okay, I had changed it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, new wagon
Uh-huh. Okay.
because
All right. Getting back into C.
yes.
Yes.
I have like solid heartburn. Jesus.
No, you don't because you don't have a heart. You're the game master.
Well, whatever lack of organ I have is pinching. So yeah, Captain. The wagon we have is not gonna last long, and I was hoping to find a carpenter or maybe someone to... I don't remember how to call someone who works on... Is it a Wainwright?
Yes, a wagon. The guy that does the wagon.
Yeah, wagon maker. It's a Wainwright, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Wainwright.
I'm gonna do a casual glance back at the troops. Do they look okay? Do they look tired or anything?
They look sore from the walk. It's been a while since you've had any sort of meaningful contract. With the war ended, you figure the closer you're going to be to where the old front lines were, the more chances you're going to have of either stumbling upon a contract to deal with deserters or to quell local rebellions, or, you know, the kind of odd job that a mercenary company would get right on the tail end of a war.
I'm gonna look to her, hand her back the paper, and say, "That's fine. We'll stop here for the night. I'm sure you and the men could use some rest anyway." And she's gonna go to her saddlebag and is gonna pull out a small coin purse small, but it's like about the size of a handbag. Here, dole this out to the men. It's a bonus. It's from my own wares, but don't tell them that. Just tell them to have fun tonight. Just don't make fools of themselves, or they'll slit their throats.
You are mighty generous, Captain. And she nods. Pockets the takes the money and then starts. How much are you giving actually?
250 gold.
Ooh, so that's like roughly 20 gold per person.
Yeah. So it's just a little bit extra.
Yeah, or 10. Yeah, 10, 12 per person, I should say.
So there's a couple of beers, good food, and maybe something nice. Who knows?
Yeah.
So.
Thank you so
Oh,
much,
dang.
Tilly. Oh, the cameras moved again. Why did the cameras move?
Zoom booted me out and then let me back in.
That's okay.
Whoa.
Cameras are fixed
Five
again.
s- Five
Damn.
subs.
One,
Why was
two,
that like
three,
a
4, 5
Dolby
subs.
surround sound?
Awesome.
Julia strikes again.
Yes. Thank you so much, Tilly, for that. That also means 5 other cards.
Or
Dang it, Tilly!
some of the wild hunt.
No, I want cards. You keep your hunt.
You keep the wild hunt.
So, but before, we're not gonna draw them right away. The group heads on into Bruges from the road to the south. Meanwhile, there was a donkey in the
That's a
background.
very loud donkey. I was
That's
about
a
to say.
very loud donkey.
He's
Meanwhile,
being an
coming
ass.
from the east of the continent, another figure approaches Bruges, unaware that fate has plans for them. Kika,
Yes.
what do we see? Who do we see walking or making their way to Bruges?
You would see an elf about 5'7" with very long, very messy black hair with feathers and bits of jewelry braided into it at parts. She is walking with she has a bow across her back and is wearing a couple layers of clothing that's kind of hugs her form pretty close, and she's wearing a lot of almost mismatched apparel. She's not super imposing. She's actually almost she seems very friendly, almost inviting, despite the fact that she definitely is very travel worn. She has a torn ear, a few probably even fresh scrapes and such from the road.
And as you approach the gates of Bruges, the gates stand wide open, but a guard mans the entrance, and they hold a hand up. It says, "Ho, traveler."
I put my hand on their hand.
An elf, I see. They subtly wipe their hand on their pants, trying to make sure you don't see it. What brings you to Bruges?
Oh, the usual.
We have a curfew in place. I am stationed here to inform everyone of such.
What time is it? I'll have to make sure that I observe it.
3 bells after sundown.
Okay.
Things have been happening as of late in the streets at night.
Things.
We would rather not speak or scare travelers away. We need all the business we can have.
Oh, well, of course, but I'm the sort of traveler that is very interested in interesting things.
Well, I do believe this counts as interesting.
I do believe so as well.
Out of character, you are. We can see the bow on your back, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so
It's a war bow. I imagine it's rather noticeable.
Yeah, impressive looking.
It's got
Probably.
strong back muscles.
Yeah. So, yeah, he takes note of your posture and your bow and says, "You look like the kind of person that handles these type of problems."
Well, I am an elf.
He looks a little confused by that and says,
She looks like she knows exactly what she's talking about.
he says, there's a curse upon our town, but
Oh, is that it?
it only strikes after nightfall. People tend to be found dead the next morning. I don't have much more information about it, but you could always seek out Plum, Mayor Plum.
Could you give me directions?
Yes, you take the main thoroughfare, and right before you hit Market Square, take one to your right. Yeah, right. And then one to your left, and it's basically the back of the building is on the Market Square, but the entrance is on the other side. Anyway, you can't miss it. It's a big red brick building.
Okay, I'm sure I can find my way with that information. Thank you so much. You've been very helpful. Keep up the good work.
He smiles a bit, but there's also a continuous confusion in his expression on his face where he probably has never met a friendly elf before. Maybe due to his own treatment and point of view of elves. Not point of view, but his own personal bias. So he motions you to enter town. It says, "You also have yourself a blessed day."
Give him a big wave before running off.
He looks back, straightens himself, sort of leans on his halberd a bit, and then peers at the horizon, seeing another figure approach. Another woman, it seems. On the path this time.
You see a very tall witcher on the back of a horse. The horse is well kept, not the most evenly colored, not the most beautiful, but certainly seems quite happy. And the woman that you're looking at, she has her studded leathers on, as you see with most witchers, as well as, of course, the hilts of both swords coming off the back. She's very, very pale, and her hair looks like it has been cut very haphazardly, almost like someone has gotten frustrated and taken a dagger to it and just hacked at it. So as a result, you have parts that are very long and parts that are very short and cut off. And she rides towards the gate, and as she's riding towards the gate, she has one hand on the horse, and then one hand is like dangling in one of her saddlebags, just casually.
And you approach Bruges. as well from the east, though you come from farther north at this point. You have seen this other figure on the road, this other traveler ahead of you, but you did not press on to try to catch up to them, keeping a good distance between anybody and yourself. As you approach, again, guard, leaning on a halberd, straightens himself up, looks at you from under his helmet, and you can see the halberd shake a bit. Okay, we're at 7. You can see the halberd shake a bit as he looks at you and says, "You... Welcome to Bruges, Mistress Witcher."
She'll raise her head to look at him, and as she turns to look at him, he would see that from her eyebrows back into her hair hold on, I forgot which side the character art has it on. I think it's on my left side. Yes. There's 4 very deep scars that are healed. They still have a bit of a darker cast than the rest of her skin, but it just goes back into her hair, and it cuts through her eyebrow here. It looks like it barely missed her eye.
He can't help but audibly swallow when he sees the scar. It's a good thing to have a Witcher come to Bruges in these troubled times. Our gates are wide open, provided that you perhaps are willing to help us with a small problem.
Usually when I deal with problems, I'm paid more than an open gate.
I've never dealt with a Witcher before. I don't know how these things work. Just, I'm an honest man, and I do not deal or make contracts with the unnatural. And so I would suggest that you visit Mayor Plum. Again, this is a suggestion. I am not entering a contract. I do not want you to take my daughter away from me.
She would lean very forward on the horse, put both of her hands up behind the horse's ears, and just lean forward. Do you think I'm unnatural?
I think anyone who survives whatever it is that caused you these scars is not a regular mortal person.
What kind of problem are you having?
Oh. We already have someone looking into it. Perhaps they can also help you. They went to Mayor Plum. But it's a curse that kills people at night, but only at night.
And you're sure you don't just have some opportunistic bandits?
They're very vicious and very lusting for blood.
Like I said, are you sure you don't have bandits?
It might be a band. I've never seen the bodies myself. I just do what I'm told.
Where can I find your mayor?
Marketplace, right before. Take your right and take left. Big red building. Can't miss it. You might also witness a tall elf with black hair. I just told her to go that way. as well. She seemed like the kind of people that would help. I didn't know there was a Witcher coming. We haven't sent word to any one of our problems so far.
One more question. Is John of Bruges still living in town?
John of Bruges is someone that the DM had noted earlier because he was so sure that they would come up. And because of everything that happened last time, no, he does not.
Too bad.
The school is named after him.
All right. Very well.
Also,
And she'll... Also?
I'm pretty don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure Mayor Plum is willing to pay for whatever it is.
Friend, I wouldn't help if he wasn't. And then she would just walk the horse through the gate and head that direction.
You hear him mutter under his breath, "I'll take an elf over a witcher any day." Meanwhile, from the other side of town, another figure is walking up. Except that this time, this figure sees on the horizon, well, not on the horizon, but a few yards before them, a group of a caravan, really, armed, escorted. A Nilfgaardian soldier sitting astride a horse. They are stopped at the gates of Bruges. Seems like there's going to be a long waiting time to get in. This figure, what does he look like, Gabe?
He is tall but slender, short black hair, elven ears, but almost a tear out of the one on the left side, a white marking across the bridge of his nose, and yellow cat-like eyes with furs around his shoulder. 2 throwing knives on both of his hips. And he's watching everything. Not much of a emotion on his face, but studying, curious.
Ovos would notice that the soldiers standing at the gate, not the guards from Bruges, but the other waiting, Chena's company, they look tired, exhausted. The person atop the horse, though, they look like they know what they're doing. They have this regal posture. Someone who was born to ride. Someone who was born to lead. But the others, for the most part, are the sort of rough and tumble type of people that are probably one misstep away from being nothing but bandits and thugs.
How many of them are there?
In total, 20 of them.
And you see Ovos, like, stop. Yeah, I could probably do 20.
But they don't look like they're stopping traffic themselves. They look like they have been stopped as well. They, some of them, like some of the mercenaries at the back of the group, have seen you approach.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
They nod. Make room for you a bit, given your strange nature.
Why have you stopped?
Oh, gate. Guard. Explaining something to the captain.
What is your captain?
Captain Chena is on the horse. The lady in the black.
Where is she from?
And one of them lowers his tone and says, "Don't go repeating that, but I heard that she came from a cursed, fallen duchy in Nilfgaard.
Interesting.
Devils took a hold of her family. She alone survived. She... Kayla?
Hmm?
Which eye are you missing again, left or right?
I'm missing my. I don't know what it is on the picture, but I would assume left eye.
So he taps under his left eye and says, "The, void is where the devil dwells. She caught it and imprisoned it inside her own head by knitting bars of flesh across her eye."
And you follow this person.
And the other two look at him like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And they're like, "She's from Nilfgaard. Don't listen to his prattling about a damned duchy or what have you. We don't know what happened to the captain, but she's a good person. She pays us well." And the second one says, "She also gave us extra crowns for beer and whores tonight."
No. Interesting. Whether she pays well, that's all I need to hear. I'll keep an eye out for her.
Yeah. If you're looking for honest work, you could probably sign up on the company. We could use a witcher.
I enjoyed work. Honest is a different aspect. And it's the first time that he smiles. And it's a slender, probably a little unsettling smile.
The three of them shudder. Meanwhile, you can hear part with your heightened Witcher senses, part of the conversation. Shayna, same thing. The guard is explaining what I've explained to Sisha and Ven already, that there's a curfew in town, and that your men and yourself are welcome. In fact, if you could help the situation, Mayor Plum would probably be very grateful to your company. Especially since you're wearing the black.
So just so I know, out of character, because of the peace, is this now technically part of Nilfgaard? No.
This is part of Temeria. You're allowed to go wherever you please.
Okay.
But, you know, the fact that you're bearing Nilfgaardian colors at the moment might rub some people the wrong way.
Does the guard say that?
Yes. The guard also would continue on saying that, "I haven't fought in the war myself, but I've known quite a few people here that have fought on the front lines against you, black ones. It wasn't pretty, I can tell you that."
Yes, well, war never is it? Hopefully I don't run into any of your friends, otherwise you might have a few less.
BT dubs, for those that might not know, we're calling them the black ones because of how they're dressed. I just want to make
Important distinction.
valid!
I just want to make that clear for chat.
Valid!
My character's dead. She's just dead.
You know what? I think
falls to the ground.
I'd walk by Chaina and then do an again uncharacteristic just smile. Walking by and then walk towards the guard.
A witcher.
Yes.
Well, that changes things. I was just explaining to the we have a
Yep.
curse on the town. We need help. All the help we can get. People keep turning up dead. In
Do you
fact,
pay?
huh?
Do you pay?
I believe so.
Where do I go?
And the guard looks to both of you more or less at the same time. Oh, yeah.
I will say there is a line, dear Witcher.
That's wonderful. It stays behind me. Continue, guard.
The guard looks to you, to Shayna, to you.
She shrugs. So go on.
He steps aside and is like, I don't want a massacre. We've seen enough
Guard.
death.
My question. Where do I go to get paid?
The mayor office, Plum, big red building.
Thank you.
To the marketplace, turn left.
Wonderful.
Can't miss it.
I'm gonna walk by.
Huh.
You can go. I need to, I think I need to go relieve myself. And
Yeah,
he abandons his
and
post.
get some new pants. And she's gonna whistle. Quiver.
Shit, who was Quiver again? The young one, right?
Yeah, the scout captain.
Yes. Aye, Captain.
While you and your men are out and about having a good time, could you keep an eye out on any sightings of witchers?
I can do that, Captain.
I haven't been stood up like that in years. It's not something you need to laugh at, Quiver.
I just remember the time that we threw that young noble's junk into the river after they stood you up. That was a time.
Yeah. And make sure that this one isn't partaking of any substances like the last one we dealt with.
And Quiver's expression becomes serious, and they say, "Hi, Captain."
And she kind of like rubs her right shoulder a little bit. But while you and the boys are out carousing, find me Breaker and Palm and Glint. Actually, sorry, Pommel and Glint.
I
We have a
figured
date
since
with
we
the mayor.
changed the names.
Yeah, Pommel and Glint.
Will do.
All right. Boys! And she's going to turn around. Looks like we got in. Behave yourselves.
Boo!
I can always take the gold back.
You just hear crickets.
But don't be too well behaved. She kind of gives him a grin and motions the horse to go forward, and you see the horse just kind of look over to the guard and just go. It's a big horse too. It's a war horse, so it's about 7 feet. No, 7 feet tall, I guess.
Yeah, I know horses are like counted in hands, but I don't remember how many hands is. How many hand to a foot? Because you gotta love the Imperial's magic, the Imperial system.
Yeah.
So you make your way inside Bruges. 15 hands, so it's about like 2 point something hand to a foot.
All right, so about 15, 16 hands tall. So.
And you make your way into town. There is a cow, a lone cow, just mooing. Wow, can you just shush?
Kill it. See if we unlock the cow level.
I draw my sword and stab the cow. Just kidding.
Suddenly a Leshen appears and you're all dead.
The cow strikes back. It was a minotaur all this time. It's
Can I still see the Witcher?
Yeah, Ovos, did you run to the mayor's office or did you just walk?
I kind of want to run there, but like almost agilely, making people uncomfortable, thinking something is wrong. Like I want to like vault over like someone's cart and then like scrawl up a little bit of buildings if I can.
You want to parkour your way to the mayor's office?
Yes,
That's going to require a roll.
that's worth it. Let's do it.
That would be an athletic roll. I'll say, because you're not trying to do anything like breakneck, I'd say it's a DC 14.
All right, athletics. There it is. DC 14?
Yeah.
17.
You scare off a lot of people on your mad dash to the mayor's office. Shayna, you notice this witcher just bolt down the street the moment they heard that the work was going to be paid or something. And they jump over a cart, slide under two glass workers carrying a pane of stained glass across the street. They kip up on like the side of a wall to turn round the corner, and then you lose them from sight.
Guard, what's your name?
The guard is a few paces away, relieving themselves. They yell out over their shoulders, "Eugene, sir!"
And what's the quickest way?
not sir,
you
ma'am.
know what? I'm just going to let you finish.
Yeah,
She
You might
just
wanna
kind of
get that
puts her
checked out,
helm back
Eugene.
on.
Goodness.
It's just going to put the helm flat back down.
sorry, milady.
Restrict
just-
my vision for a bit.
I have rarely...
Yes, you're
seen-
done pissing. Yes, that's good.
No, it's Witcher, and you. I thought things were... I've only heard
Quickest way
stories.
to the mayor.
Oh, what is happening here? Well, follow the commotion. Down to the marketplace, first on your left, big red building.
Right. Quiver. Go get them. I'm gonna head that way. Make sure that the men find a good inn and that they stay behaved.
Hi, Captain.
All right. She just takes her horse and heads down the way. Kind of in a way that, like, she sees folks in the way, but just keeps the horse going, expecting them to get out of the way instead. So.
Many people do. Could you just roll a d10 and let me know if it's under or equal to your luck stat?
My luck stat is 1 right now because I used it.
Oh no, luck points they all come back after a session.
Oh, so I got 10.
Wait, did we ever go over my luck points? I don't think I have it on my sheet. Oh,
It's-
yes, there we are.
yeah.
There we go. Okay. I was going to be like, you're
Grab
trying
it.
to kill me there, Simon.
It is a 5. I have 8 luck.
Oh, cool. Yeah, nobody throws any rocks or anything your way as you walk down the street. They actually just make way for you, thinking you might be some sort of dignitary from Nilfgaard because of their like close proximity to the Empire. With the war being ended, you might just be like a glorified messenger or something. So they would rather make room for you and not be trampled by your war horse. The rest of your company quickly spreads out across town, looking for the finest establishments where they can burn all the money you gave them. That said, let's move on to the mayor's office. It's a big, actually massive, red brick building, in front of which is a statue of the mayor himself. Or probably a close relative thereof, because the resemblance is striking. A portly fellow, bald, with a small pinched nose and pursed lips, dressed in the attire of a student from Oxenford. For what it's... Actually, I should say the ceremonial garb of a university student. So, like, what would be for us the graduation, like, cap and robe thing. And there's a flight of stairs that leads into the building. Cobblestone stairs that lead up to the entrance. A big set of heavy oak double doors. Then you are the first to have arrived. The building is unguarded, but the doors are closed.
I suppose one would initially test to see if the doors are locked.
The doors aren't locked.
Okay, she's just gonna walk right in then.
You walk in the interior of this spacious building. It's more than just an office. It looks almost like a small estate in the middle of town. The floor is made of wood, but 4 granite pillars hold up a vaulted ceiling. There is a grand staircase at the end, about 50 feet from where you came in. 2 doors, both on your left and right, lead to other rooms, but they're all closed at the moment. Albeit one, the one at the bottom right, opens up as you come in. And a short woman, roughly like 4'9", human, just very short and portly. She walks her way to you. Her heavy auburn curls just weave and bob as she walks, and she says, "Oh, good day, visitor. My name's Hildegard. What can we do for you here? Mayor Plum is quite..." Oh.
I am here to see the mayor. I suspect I can fix some problems around here.
Did you have an appointment with the mayor?
Do I need one?
Well, unusual times, unusual all that. Let me just go check with Mr. Plum. I will be right back. And
I follow her.
Goes up the stairs. When you, like, after you've taken a few steps, she turns around and says, "Oh, no, please. Just wait downstairs in case there's another visitor upstairs. We don't want to upset or..." That's how Mr. Plum wants it. Could you please just...
Ooh, is Mr. Plum keeping secrets?
Mr. Plum is a very busy man and in charge of a very important town. There's a lot of secrets that go around, but I'm too sober to tell.
Well, maybe we might need to fix that later.
I would take your word for it if it wasn't for the curse. But
oh, that'll be fixed up soon enough, I'm sure.
Great, if you're here for that, then let me just... And as she goes to, like, go up a few steps, from, if the camera was from her point of view, we would see the hall that you came in, the open door, and at the bottom of the stairs, next to the statue of Mayor Plum, arrives another person, Sisha.
The first thing she would do is she'd get down off the horse and she'd look around to see if there was like a hitching post or anything.
Yeah, there's one nearby. Not in front of the mayor's office, but like an adjacent building.
So she'll get down, adjust the armor. She'll walk around to the front of the horse. She will not hitch the horse to the hitching post. And she'll just kind of take the horse by both sides of its face, and she'll be like, "Listen, duck. Stay here. If anyone touches you or Ayana, bite them." And then she will and then she will turn and walk up into the mansion.
Other visitors, says the short Lady Hildegard. Are you here to... she's basically shouting because she's at the other end of the hall as you come in. Are you here to see the mayor as well, or is it for something else?
I just came to steal all your stuff.
Oh,
No, I'm here to see the mayor.
Don't... My poor heart. Don't scare me like that. Well, if you would like to, just wait a moment, I need to go and warn Mr. Mayor. This other... I didn't get your name, lady you are? And she points to Ven.
I am Ven. That's all you really need to know.
Oh, and she turns back to Sisha. Ven here, Lady Ven, had wanted to meet the mayor already. Your name, so that I may announce you to the mayor as well, and purpose for your visit.
I'm a witcher.
Oh dear Melitali, a witcher. That's exactly what we need, I think.
Sisha will kind of lean forward and give her the stare directly with the eyes. She was like, "Are you just now figuring this out?"
You're standing pretty far. Well, did you walk closer?
I was walking in.
Yeah, so if you get closer, then she's like, "Oh, my eyesight isn't what it used to be." And she turns to Ven. Are you also... No, you're not. A witcher.
No, I'm not a witcher.
When I announce you to the mayor, should I... what's your profession? What do you do in life? Are you a sword for hire, perhaps?
Well, I'm quite handy with the bow. I also have been known to lift the odd hex and curse here and there along the way. I am a general purpose person, if you will. I serve many functions, and I always get the job done.
Oh. So like a witcher. Are your rates lower, perchance?
I would like to know what you're offering first.
I would like to remind you that when you pay low rates, you get low quality.
I will... Oh, by Meliteli, another visitor. Ovos!
Is there a window that I can come through?
Oh my god, you're such a...
Unfortunately, the
You're
windows...
so fucking extra.
He's so extra!
The windows
you, like,
in this
repelling
place...
from the ceiling.
Like you just hear bum bum ba da dun dun da da. And
You
then,
need to
Just a
hire
bard
a bard
outside.
Yeah. You need a bard for that. But no, Ovos, the windows that you see from the outside that peer through the facade of this building are all solid glass panes. They do
Fair.
not open. They're just there for light, and that's
Cool. I'll just walk in.
Oh, my Meliteli, another visitor. Are you here for the mayor as well? Also,
Yes.
are you a witcher and or a general hex lifter?
Yes.
Well, that's very, very many of you.
Well, it looks like it's your lucky day. So much help has come to aid you.
I think between all of you, there... Oh, my, would you look at that? A fourth person coming.
Oh, I'm sure they're not important. Let's just go.
I'm actually going to get off my horse. And I'm...
No, just ride the horse inside,
No.
please.
and I'm going to hitch the horse next to Duck.
Duck is not hitched. Duck
I
is
know.
not at the hitch. There is no hitch.
I'm going to hitch my horse next to.
Okay, but I'm just saying the hitch is on the other side of the street.
Okay.
Okay, Duck's not waiting where the itching
Okay.
posts are.
So not knowing what's going on, I'm just gonna see a horse just kind of standing there. I'm just gonna be like, "There's a simple place for this. This is why there's a hitch right there." And I'm going to go up to Duck and be like,
Duck would bite you.
I'm gonna try to lead Duck.
Duck will bite.
over.
Duck will bite you.
If you just whistle at Duck, Duck would look at you and just shake its head.
Can I use my riding skill? I don't know if there's any like
Riding is
animal-
if you try to ride the horse. Do you
Well-
really want to try to ride
Okay,
a horse?
so what's the animal handling skill?
In this case, it would be because you're trying to get this horse to. Since it's not that it's not trained. If it was trained, I'd say riding would work, but it is trained by someone else. So you know what? We're gonna go with Persuasion.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a go.
Well,
Probably gonna
actually,
give my
I'd say
hand-
you can use any skill. If you want to intimidate the horse, if you want to persuade the horse, if you want to. Do not use seduction.
No, God. I'm gonna use persuasion. Why not? No mods. 17.
The horse looks back at you and just like taps twice the ground with its hoof and again shakes its head no.
You get stolen. It's not my problem.
How close are you to the horse?
Probably about like 2 feet.
Okay.
Just like, I just kind of wave at the horse. All right, you're on your own. And I just step in, and you guys just see a full plate armored, almost knight-looking Nilfgaardian just kind of move into the house. I'm just gonna take stock of the room.
Nilfgaard has come to town. Save us all. What can I do for you, noble knight from Nilfgaard?
Eddie's servant, I'm here for the mayor.
Oh, you as well. Is it about... yes, Ven?
For the record, I don't know this one.
Oh. But you know the other ones.
No, but they seem all right.
I've never seen her before.
Okay.
Well, she'll kind of look sideways at Ovos.
And then
Ooh.
Jen says, unfortunately, we haven't
Cat?
made the acquaintance.
Who? Ovos
pleasure
is
of
actually
an
wearing
acquaintance.
a dragon medallion that Simon knows about.
That is true.
Would
It's-
would Sisha still be able to tell?
It's a medallion that you have not seen before. But it's made out of silver. It looks slightly bigger than the regular. Hildegard says, take the time to introduce yourselves. Maybe I will just go warn Mayor Plum that there's a group of adventure saviors, helpers,
Wonderful, I'll go with you.
professional. Please, just, like I said, remain here for the time being.
Fine.
And she takes a few more steps up the stairs. She looks back at the four of you and... Yes, a group of people. She goes up. You can hear her footsteps.
Is there anything to drink? Like anything?
No, it's just a hallway with like a staircase at the end. There are other rooms, but the doors to said rooms are all closed. Except
go try to
one,
open
the one that Hildegard opened, sorry. That leads to a like laundry room. With like big tubs of water and like soapy water with like a bunch of clothes hung up on a clothesline inside. It's all dripping.
I look at all three of the strangers who I don't like that they're all looking at each other, and I just try to go open one of the other doors.
I'd take out my pipe and start smoking. And just sit down on the stairs, cross my leg, smoke at my pipe.
What are you looking for?
Me.
You're the only one looking for something.
Entertainment. What are you looking for?
A job.
Where do you come from?
Where do you come from?
That's a weird place that I've never heard of. Ah, you were being sarcastic. Understood. I see.
I'm from the Griffin School, obviously. I don't know your medallion. Where are you from?
You could say from a grave. I retrieved this from a vampire.
Did you?
Yes.
And what school did you go to? I could take a guess, but it would be nicer if you told me.
As long as it isn't the cat school.
And why is that? Do you have a problem with felines?
You just see Sisha roll her eyes at the Nilf Guardian.
Is there a problem with cats, Nilfgaardian?
Not the best of run-ins. Though with you, I would suggest not stooping into our host's home.
Nilfgaardian. Don't be afraid of something that has 9 lives when you only have 1.
He's a bloody cat.
See, guess you are a cat. Well, but you know something. You may have 9 and I may have 1, but that makes me care more about my first. All the more.
Nilf Guardian, I would really advise 2 small life lessons. First, don't taunt a witcher. Second, don't try to be witty when you're not.
You could.
I really hate being the most normal person in a room.
You hear
Do you?
What's fair?
I don't think you do.
footsteps.
Well, to be honest,
coming.
she's the only one of us that's actually sat down and tried to enjoy herself, while I'm watching 2 cat eyes going at it.
It's quite the riveting scowl off.
Sisha will kind of direct this towards Ovos. Did he just try to insult us? Sorry. Did she just try to insult us?
Well, she does, think. Or at least, I think she does. Do you think, Nilfgaardian?
Elf, what's your name?
For yourself, that is. I know Nilfgaardians have a problem thinking for themselves.
My name
She's not just like she's trying to point towards Kika's character.
Oh, the non-terrible one.
You
Yay, I'm finally the non-terrible one.
know.
Can all 4 of you make an awareness check as this scowling and bickering is happening while you're all distracted
Listen,
by each other?
Simon, I have had to be the nice one in every Witcher game I've played so far, and Doug's got to be all, and I'm.
Oh no, I'm letting all of you be. It's just things happen.
I just wanted
while-
to ask Ven what kind of like tobacco she has.
Okay, sorry, I was on the wrong page. Kelly's
it.
rolls really bad. Let's see here. Oh, not terrible.
I
Both
love.
non-witchers got criticals.
Yeah, can the non-witcher also roll? Like, click on the crit button on the sheet.
Okay, where's the crit? Crit or fumble?
Yeah, crit or fumble.
Just one.
Well, that's still a 25. So 25, 25, 13, 18. So everyone except Ovos
He's gay.
notice that Hildegard is hiding under a post at the top of the stairs, just peeking down and trying not to say a word. And at some point, she lets out a small and that's what you hear.
I want to play. We can, well, business or pleasure first? I wonder.
I'm going to stand up, pretend I don't see Hildegard, and start like kind of meandering in Hildegard's direction while speaking. You asked my name?
Yes, and she's just like, you don't see the eyes, but Shenna is just watching her and then looking back at Hildegard and then watching back. So.
I would then assume that you didn't give yours first because yours is of little consequence. It's fine. I am then the great traveler, explorer, bandit, wooer, seducer of royalty, and grand mage.
And soon to be servant scarer if you keep that up. We can see you.
I'm just gonna like go right next to Hildegard and put my arm around her.
Ven, did you want that to be a reputation roll?
It doesn't have to be.
Okay.
She's just a showy bitch.
Okay. Hildegard, the moment you're next to her, says, yes, the Mr. Plum is ready to meet all four of you.
And I go with you this time?
Yes, please.
Very good, lead the way.
Other visitors? This way,
Shenna
please.
will look to the others and then just give a bow as if after you.
I look at the other witcher, and I put my hand out. Ovos of the cat school.
Sisha from Gwen Cariasa, Griffin.
This was a trophy, so to speak, from the vampire that was killing witches.
Really?
Yes. I don't know what it is, but as a griffin, I have something you may like to see later. But first, business.
Of course.
And a walk.
And walk!
And Shayna follows as well.
Mm-hmm.
Ovos and Sisha come from the Ministry of Silly Walks. And
How tall is Shayna?
Like 6'5".
Jeez.
yeah, because Sisha's about 6 feet tall.
She big.
Okay, wait. So we have 6'5", 6, 5'7" for Ven.
Ovos is like 5'9". Like, he's not big.
I'm okay being the shortest.
Shedda's kind of scary.
And yet the DM sits here at like 5'6", and he's like, yep. So, y'all make your way to Mayor Plum's office, and he's behind his desk, penning a letter. There's another person there in the room, a younger gentleman, blonde with a bowl cut, a big red round nose with small spectacles on it. and he is just wearing a blue tunic with dark blue pants. And he's also holding like what would be like a clipboard with a small vial of ink, and also writing stuff on a letter. And as you come in, the mayor looks up and says, "We're going to go on break." And when we come back, we're going to draw our other cards. We might keep some for next week, just because a total of 10 cards might be a bit too much and we might not see them all. But we'll discuss that during break. We'll come back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Everyone, just take this time to get up, stretch, hydrate, go bio, everything. And we will be right back.
Your darling pearly dreams have flown. Don't you dare let her tremble alone. For the witcher, heartless cold, paid in coin of gold. He'll come, he'll go, leave naught behind but heartache and woe. Deep, deep woe.
And we are back, everyone. In case you have missed the intro or anything, there's a panel down below under all the donations and everything called the role-playing games, role-play shows or something like that. And there's a button that you can click that'll give you the character sheet. Not with all the stats, but like a small blurb on each of the characters, including their portrait. So you can
Could have told me that when I was trying to remember which side my scar was on.
Apologies. So, you're in Mayor Plum's office, and he waits patiently for you to come in, and he motions to 4 stools placed haphazardly in the room. I don't usually receive that many guests, so please sit wherever you feel like.
Oh, wherever I feel like. Ven walks in and sits on his desk and crosses her legs and just sucks in a big old puff of smoke.
I meant on the stool of your choice, miss.
Oh. Well, you weren't very specific. You can't really blame me for that.
Sisha will walk in and lean up against the wall with, one foot up on the wall and just her arms crossed.
I'll sit on a stool.
Shannon will walk in, and then take her 2 hands and and put them on her helm and take it off and hold it to the side. And she's going to bow to the mayor. Lady Chernobog, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir. And she holds out her hand.
Oh, where are my manners? He extends a hand to grasp yours. Seeing that you're wearing armor, he's not going to try to kiss your fingers.
Yeah.
He's just going to shake your hand once. And says, Mayor Pyotr Plum.
It's a fine town.
As fine a town there are in Temeria. Maybe the next best thing after Vizima, that is.
You flatter me already. But me and the others here, though I have no connection with them, are all here for, I believe, the same job. We've been told of a curse plaguing your town, and maybe one of us can be of some help.
And he looks around to everyone. And goes back behind his desk and opens a drawer. And just looks in it before closing it back and says, You are not together, I wager.
I've only just met these people in your foyer.
Aye, well then, I suppose splitting the reward 4 ways is not something that you would endeavor. If one of you wishes to have the contract. What am I saying? We need more than one people. I actually need all the help I can get. The situation is dire. And you see, like, Mayor Plum's just whole body, like, slumps. Like a weight was just added on to his shoulders. There have been multiple killings in Bruges recently. 11 in all so far. I figure my men have told you that no one is to leave town.
No, they didn't inform us of that. They did say that there was a curse, but to be honest with you, the common folk make superstition out of anything.
All those...
What is the manner of death?
Do you happen
Gory.
to have a corpse of one of the victims? I don't mean to imply that you just would have one lying around your estate, of course. I mean, could we possibly see one of the murder scenes or inspect a body?
Well, to answer your question, he looks at Sisha. We have a body. And to answer your question, points at Ven. No, opposite order, sorry. Points at Ven, we have a body. Points at Sisha. It's the coroner's body.
Oh, fun.
That seems very bad for your town.
Oh no, this is perfect.
If only you had 2 trained witchers here who could inspect the body and see what manner of curse you're dealing with.
Oh.
Or you could have one mage ask it.
Necromancy is forbidden.
Oh, I don't do necromancy. That would be ridiculous.
I have more than one body to go around. If that is what you need. Let me just plug in my headset because I'm going to turn deaf in a moment.
Oh, we'll take all the bodies you can give us.
Well, there has been... Oh, I need to remember who was buried and who was not. Give me just 2 seconds.
Oh, you have specific people.
Why, yes. Well, specific. The first one was an elf. Unknown to many of us here, a traveler in town. The second victim was someone by the name of Bjorn. A man whose family came from Skellige originally. We've been living here for a while. Bjorn was killed the day after we found the body of that elf traveler. Since then, well, the coroner got killed the night that we found Bjorn's body. And then
Nice.
4 of my guards, an acolyte of the Flaming Rose, was also killed. And...
What a loss.
Huh?
Nothing.
And, Tolden, the banker, also killed.
A banker, a traveler, an acolyte, and a coroner. Seemingly random, but I have to ask, was the coroner killed last or third?
Third.
Did the coroner come to you with any concerns before his death?
Didn't have time. Started working on Bjorn, and that very same night. I figure it's that very same night, because we found his body the next morning. Few houses away from his home. Torn to shreds, just like the others.
And I'm sure that you are lacking in guard presence at the moment.
Well, after what happened to the coroner, I declared a state of emergency and enforced a curfew. Which is how my men came to be victims. 4 of them. They were patrolling together. An entire patrol. Just like that. Gone.
Are these spread out around town, or are they in a specific area?
Spread out. The last one happened, I'm afraid to say, at the end of this street.
Do you have a map?
Of, yes, of town?
Of the town.
Boy, bring me a map of town. And the young man just nods and says, "Yes, Mr. Mayor." And, leaves, comes back a few minutes after with a small roll of parchment that he hands you, Sisha.
So, Sisha would move, like, basically just sweep a whole bunch of stuff off the mayor's desk and put the map down. She would take out of, like, one of her smaller packs just little metal pins. Not pins, but, you know, just like little metal pieces. She sticks one at the end of this street. Where are the others?
He points you to the other places. The bank was one of them.
Okay.
Another was in the eastern part of town. Another one was eastern. The other one is a few blocks away.
Okay.
The patrol was near the marketplace. And he points you to a few things, and I'm going to ask you and anyone looking at the map, if you want to make a deduction check.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not going to pull out any red string.
Where's that under?
Deduction is under intelligence.
Okay.
Aw. I only rolled a 13.
But because it's a fumble, you have to click on the fumble button. So that would be an 8. For Kika.
18 here.
Mechanically, I could do to re-roll that.
I got 27.
There's no reroll, but you can burn luck to increase it on a 1-for-1 basis.
Okay.
So I don't know how much luck you
I'm down
have.
I'm down at like an 8 right now for that roll, so I don't think I should like push it up, especially if someone else got a crit.
Yeah. The average DC, by the way, just so everyone knows, the average DC in this game is 14.
Got it.
It normally goes like 10, 14, 18, 22 by like +4 each time. So just so you know next time, like if you have a 13, chances are that, you know, if you burn 1 point, you're okay.
Nice. Okay.
So unfortunately for Ven, you don't seem to make sense of where the pins are. I mean, you see them and you try to see a pattern from them. And you're perhaps too focused on what that pattern could be. Whereas Sisha, Shayna, and Ovos, you realize that it's not the pattern that's important. But that nearby, near every pin, is a sewer grate.
Oh, yes.
Do I get anything extra with my crit or anything? Or
With your crit, you would notice that each of these places, the sewer is always, like, not in a easily seen place. Like, even the patrol that got killed near the marketplace, if you look at the closest sewer entrance, like that would be right in the marketplace. It would make no sense. But there's another one nearby where someone could have crept up from there, attack the patrol, and leave without being seen.
Looks like your killers in the sewers are at least using them.
I forgot to
Under the
mention.
town.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Ven just said, "Oh, under the town."
The DM
You
also
see all
forgot
these
to mention
grates, and she
something.
like points out to Ven all the spots. It's like there's a grate here.
I forgot to mention, but they also, when they kill the banker, because that might be important, whatever killed the banker also robbed the bank.
The whole bank.
All of it. The safe
All
was,
of it.
The safe was open and emptied out.
I don't think you have a curse here, sir. I think you have an opportunistic murdering thief.
Yes, but what can you do to try to put the population, keep them moderately calm? Tell them that the entire worth of Bruges is somewhere in this town?
Well,
They'll set fire to every
let's-
building
let's-
until they find it.
Hold on. I lead the company of the Unbroken Chain. We are 20 plus strong right now. I could reinforce your guard patrols and have a few to go into your lower parts of your town and see if we can find this ne'er-do-well. And while I would say me and my own could take on this person myself, 4 guardsmen does give me concern, so I would, and she looks to the rest, I would like some help with this. Especially 2 witchers. And someone, as far as I can tell, is rather good with a bow, unless that's their show.
I suppose I can let you tag along.
The
I
mayor
do
is
hope
confused. Oh, yep.
I do hope that whoever you're sending into the sewers is expendable. Were you hoping to cut down on your food rations for your company this month?
I'm only sending in myself and my few trusted. I don't sacrifice my men like that.
What is the fee?
For this?
No, for a price of bread and Vizima.
I have here, and he looks at the 4 of you and opens a jar again.
Oh no.
300 each.
I want to kind of eye him while he does that. Does his body language suggest that he's like trying to shirk us or anything? Or
That would be a human perception check.
21.
No, in fact, from what you can gather, he's realizing that it's not a lot, and he's afraid you're not going to take the job because of that.
Okay. Yeah, Ovos just says okay, and that's it.
You're willing to... For 300?
Yes.
Crowns. Thank the gods.
Half payment now, half payment when the job's done.
I think that's fair.
I can certainly do so. As suddenly 9 raiders show up. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Mike. Welcome, people from Unmade Gaming. We are playing The Witcher. Hey, and all the money that we raised today from subs, bits, donations, everything is going to go to the Community Health Network to help caregivers on the front line of the COVID crisis. So if you feel generous and want to donate, go right ahead. I can certainly do half up front and half later.
I think we would also, well, I can only speak for myself, but I can make assumptions for my fellow Witcher here. I think we'll probably also need rooms at the local inn.
He taps on the desk. Boy, the best room for all 4 of them.
Rooms.
Rooms with an S.
Thank you.
And again, the young man nods and says, it shall be done. Can I get 3 rolls of 1d25?
Oh God.
Gonna die.
I will let everybody else do that.
All right.
15.
15. God, another one.
9 and 18.
Is that good or bad?
Saskia, it's a good one. In fact, it adds another 2 to your damage for tonight. Is
We
Saskia...
need to get in those sewers, guys.
Is Saskia... Oh,
We need to
no.
go now.
Saskia is a permanent one. For the rest of the campaign, y'all have +2 to your damage.
Okay. Should we add that on the sheet or just remember?
Add it on the sheet somewhere.
I will add it directly to my sword.
Yeah. And it's
Or just-
+2 damage, not just with weapons. It's +2 damage for anything.
God damn.
Is that... We have that once or twice?
The +2 is forever. But the +4 with weapons is only for tonight.
Okay.
That includes your kicks and punches.
Yep. It includes your spells as well.
My very strong kicks and punches.
Simon, remind me to talk to you about why I don't have any Witcher signs on this sheet.
Because I forgot to copy-paste them.
Thank you. I need that.
Another card, unfortunately the card number 9
Great,
is
that's me.
going to go to waste right now. It automatically repairs a broken item.
Oh, well.
But
sorry.
nobody has broken items at the
My
moment.
heart is repaired.
And card number 18, the missing Ithilin card.
No!
So we now have 1 out of the 3.
I'm really glad I cleared the other 2.
Yeah. So the Ithilin's prophecy is a prophecy in The Witcher that heralds the end of the world, the time of the white frost, the time of blah blah blah. Anyway,
The time of the sword and the axes.
Yeah.
Die.
and the broken shield and Riders of Rohan, or something like that. If you draw all 3 of them, something cataclysmic will happen to the game. You can only get rid of these cards if you ever draw the card that lets you get rid of cards. So thank you so much for all the subs. We have a shit ton of buffs right now. So many, in fact. I don't have enough room on the overlay.
And jump out the window and like land right in a sewer grate, go right in, slide in.
I mean, we're all rested. I was going to suggest that we just go straight into the sewers because.
Yeah. He would give you 150 gold ahead of time.
Mhm.
Each?
Each.
Good.
Well, that's certainly generous of you, but I would ask that we wait till tomorrow, when whatever this thing might be resting during the day.
Oh yeah, so more people can be killed tonight.
I don't
Lovely.
think you understand how hunting a monster works. I really think you should leave this to professionals.
Did you
You're
need...
muted, Gabe.
The hostility aside, I think my men can help with guard duty tonight. We should come up with a plan before we head long deep into a place that we do not know.
Simon, can I make a weird you know what? I'm just gonna do it because I'm role-playing anyways. Ovos just hisses. And everyone, for 5 seconds, just everyone shut up. We can go in the sewers and look, and if it's bad, we can come back.
So, Sisha will just point to him and say, "That's how you hunt."
I have a question.
Yes.
May
In or
I?
out game?
In game, in character.
Yes.
Why did you just put very heavy things on all the sewer grates? So nothing could come out.
I
I don't think he knew.
did not know that it was coming from the sewers.
Oh.
It
How
would
about we
explain.
put a lot of heavy things on the sewer grates so nothing can come out?
Sisha will take her money, hand Ovos his money, because she was, hand Ovos his money, and just kind of look at him and gesture with her head towards the door. Since they obviously know what they're doing and the other two people don't.
It's... Well, no, she has a point, perhaps.
It would help with like routing it.
You could guard some of the grates.
We could... If you mean to go into the sewers, we could make sure that the other or multiple entry points are blocked. If your men, Lady Chernobog?
Chernobog, but yes.
Chernobog, if they wish to guard some of the other places, that could allow us to corral whatever it is to wherever the Witchers intend to kill it. You are going to kill it, right?
Yes.
It depends.
Or if it's a person, bring it to you for justice.
Or kill it.
I would rather you bring the money back, and the person, at this rate, could care less.
How much money was missing?
I know how much money was missing, but if I tell you, will you promise me not to take a single coin? I expect the whole sum to be found and brought back.
How can we do that if we don't know how much is missing?
$12,000 crowns. Half of which is to be sent to Vizima within the month. Taxes. Tithe for King Foltest.
Foltest taxes you at 50%?
No, it's just what we gathered for the taxes. It's actually very close to... You know what? I don't have to explain myself in politics to you.
No. Foltest does have a lot of secrets to upkeep.
Yes, well...
This thing stole 10,000 crowns from you and somehow escaped into the sewers and has also been killing your people.
I don't even know how anything could carry 9,000 crowns of those.
Probably more than one, I would think.
But
Certainly it's smart, whatever it is. More than some beast.
It's got the strength of at least 2 oxens.
did it leave any crowns behind? Or did it manage to take everything?
Every single piece.
Then that means either magic or it had something to carry it in that wasn't just its arms.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Is-
it eats gold.
Is there anything in
Like a
your
dragon?
Witcher lore that speaks of a creature that would do such a thing? Or is possible to do such a thing?
How about we just go and find out?
I think we
I
should
like
look
to
at-
be prepared before we go into any situation.
Plum, may we please view the bodies first?
Yes, they're In the barracks. Follow me. And he will bring you out of his office and
The
walk down the
CSI
street.
theme starts playing.
Yeah, you all walk in slow-mo, the wind billowing in your cloaks and armor.
Sunglasses on.
Are my men here already? Like the ones that I asked to follow me up
Not
here?
yet.
All right.
Duck follows me, by the way. He just follows me.
The ones what you were mentioning, Kayla, is the ones that you asked Quiver to get.
Yes.
Yeah, not yet. But you will meet them on the way to the barracks.
All right.
The mayor brings you inside the barracks, bring you to actually the dungeon underneath the barracks. This is also used as the town's jail, and inside multiple cells are bodies covered by blood-soaked sheets. He says, here's all of them. The freshest one is this one. And he points to one. This is the poor acolyte of the flame and the banker. Well, the banker. And he points to just like, it's a pile under a sheet. It doesn't even look humanoid in shape. The banker, or what we could find of him.
The first thing that Sisha would like to do is inspect the bodies to see if any pieces are missing.
Okay.
Organs, etc.
I would like to know who goes full CSI on this.
Me.
Sisha, Ovos, Ven.
Shenna will look around and say, unfortunately, this isn't my forte. I will let the others go about their business. Come, Mayor. I have some Toussaint wine that you might be able to partake with me outside. Maybe calm those nerves of yours.
You are just as important as they are. And he, like, taps you on the back and leaves with you outside. Ken, I would like to know, so Sisha is going through, like, missing organs.
Missing organs, and I would be looking at the wound pattern.
Okay.
Like if it's claws or bites.
Then what are you looking for?
I mostly like want to figure out the manner in which the body ended up in this state, and if I could possibly extrapolate from that the relative size of what did it to them.
Sure. So in Kelly's case, that's going to be Witcher training. In Kika's case, I'll say either education or monster lore. And Ovos, what were you looking for?
Generally, like, how, if the body is almost decomposing together, or if, like, for some reason, like, the arm was decomposing faster than the rest of the body, as if, like, something was still afflicting it. So it's how the body is reacting to death, essentially.
Okay. That, because it's more like coroner thing, that would go with education.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your rolls, please.
Aha, I'm terrible at this. Aha!
What? That's the same as last time.
An 8.
Does luck come back at like the end of a session?
End of a
or-
session, yeah, you can
6.
burn it all if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna like fucking burn it up to a 14.
Alright. So 14 for Ven, 17 for Sisha,
I got a 6.
6. Do you want to burn luck on that, or you're...
I only have 3.
Oh, that's right, because you tried to make yourself look cool when you were.
No, I have a max of 3.
Oh.
Because
Ah,
luck
yeah.
is a dumb stat.
Yep.
And that's okay. So, here's what you find. most of the blood-rich organs have been damaged extensively. They are still there, but huge chunks of them are missing.
Okay. So you're talking, when you say blood drenched, you mean like, I mean, obviously the heart, but like
Heart,
fatty organs,
liver.
liver. Okay.
Stuff like that.
Mhm. And the wound shapes?
They are common with claws or bites.
Mhm.
In fact, the body that Ven was looking, there's a clear bite mark around the neck. Like something bit down but couldn't tear anything.
Mhm.
And with those bite marks, you can extrapolate that the width of this mouth is probably about this wide. So a good... I have my measuring tape nearby, I think. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Would I have to roll another Witcher training to
Like a good
think
9 inches.
through my? Would I have to roll any other kind of Witcher training to go through my mental monster manual that I have?
No, that's part of the 17.
Okay.
You also notice, the two of you, that the bodies are, I'm going to say, drained of blood, but it is natural. It just...
Exsanguination
it's-
occurred for, because they were dismembering.
Yeah. And they bled out in the streets, and they were found only much, much later. Which means that by the time they were found, the bodies were almost completely empty of blood.
And they were near the sewers, so it had a place to drain.
Yeah. The acolyte is missing a boot. His body is the less mangled of them. And with the rolls that you both have, I will say you'll go like one step deeper in your examination if you wish to. And you find traces of like saliva almost dried up in the wounds around the neck. A quick test of what it is. Ven, I think you have an alchemy set, right?
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We just like both take out our alchemy sets
You were
at the
like,
same time.
do your stuff. It's hydrogenum inside the saliva.
Ooh. Very fascinating.
Yes. Hydrogenum is found in werewolf saliva.
Yeah, that's what I
That
was
is where I was
thinking.
leaning.
Yeah, me too.
But the bite is too big for a werewolf.
Their wolf. Okay.
Which wolf?
Who wolf?
No, which wolf?
Oh. Ooh, which
What
wolf?
wolf?
That would... Okay.
Cow wolf?
No, which wolf?
Gabe.
Let me live, Simon.
It's relevant to what I was saying.
I don't think you can, no. I think the trials mutate you too far for...
Only one way to try. I'm an elf. I'm
It's
a cat.
actually, it's a curse.
It's a curse.
Wait, I think I can remember curses. Yeah.
But
Did
that's
you just get so excited you dropped something on your desk?
Maybe.
Ovos, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Were your ears rounded, or did you keep them pointy?
Kept him pointy.
Okay, so Sisha, you would have seen this. That Ovos, for all intents and purposes, is not a human witcher.
Yeah.
I want to make sure
I don't.
that...
I literally don't care.
I just wanted to point it out to make sure that you knew.
Don't care. I mean, we're all, well, all the witchers anyway, are already a version of outcast. So he's like double outcast. So he's
Yo,
like,
I'm trying to be triple. I'm
I
trying.
mean, you're going for it. You're going for it, and you've got a dream. You hold on to that dream.
I'm just a nice girl who got mixed up with a bunch of weirdos. Let's go.
So a werewolf, but the bite is too big, and so this isn't ringing any bells for Sisha in The Witcher.
Not with a 17. The closest would be a werewolf. It might just be like a bigger. Like, what if the person is already huge when they're human? What happens when they shift into a werewolf? Like, werewolves don't have all the same models like in the video game because of budget constraints. So, perhaps, but it would be like the biggest one that you've seen or heard of.
I don't know, that one on Skellige is pretty big. He's pretty big.
Yeah, but those are
one in
like
the temple.
Ulf
The one in the
something.
temple. The cursed one.
Ulfidens.
Yeah, who keeps eating himself. Okay. Okay. I would look at Ovos and say, do you have any curse oil?
Ovos checks his bag. No.
I know that I know I have blueprints, Simon, but I wouldn't have been able to make those yet, right? Those aren't in my
No,
inventory.
because this is not a one-shot.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, if you need to craft
Are you
something...
accusing me of only knowing one-shot Witcher game rules?
No.
How dare you?
But we have been playing a lot of one-shots, so
I
what I
know.
meant is, because this game is a persistent game in a way, any crafting will have to be done
Okay.
within the fiction of the game.
Ah, shoot. Less than VX greater than. And for anybody watching, that's actually what the diagram says. I'm not just making that up.
It's the symbols.
Yeah. Which I don't think we have enough of.
Well, if you give me their names, I can tell you what they are on the overlay.
So less than, we have Vermilion,
Vermilion, you've got 1.
Aether,
Aether, you've got 3.
Hydrangeum,
Hydragenum, you've got 0.
and Vitriol.
And Vitriol, you've got 0.
Simon,
Yes.
I have 3 vermilion and 2 vitriol.
Hello.
Ooh, yeah, that's true because of the stuff that you had.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be trying to hide from why I can't remember your name all of a sudden.
Ven.
Ven, like the diagram. Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be trying to keep my voice down in front of Ven when I asked Ovos if he had any of the vermilion and vitriol.
Oh, I have those. What do you need them for?
Oil for the blade.
Oh. And that helps with the werewolf.
It helps with the killing.
Okay. Well, I could possibly be tempted to part with some alchemical reagents.
And how much is that going to cost me?
Oh. Not money. I am one that is fond of information. I like knowing things.
What are you wanting to know?
Oh. Well. We're just meeting now, so I'll be nice and say make me an offer.
I literally have no clue what you want to know.
Oh, just anything interesting. Good rumors, some nice dirt, anything magical, anything.
Sisha is at a total loss because she is not used to this kind of interaction.
Oh, tell the sorceress about the telepathic connection you have with your horse. How about that, sorceress? Is that payment?
Well, she would be the one paying. Though I do suppose it would be her secret. Ah, well, you'll be helping me get a job done, so why not?
What am I supposed to be telling her about?
If we come. And I'm gonna lean in. I have literally no clue. I've just been doing this thing where humans do where they like lie to each other, and I went to see if it would work on another elf, and it did, but I don't know what to do beyond this point. So lie?
I can make my horse understand me.
And by what process do you do that?
By talking to him with my mind. I mean, I never said she was good at lying.
It's so bad!
I mean, I would say roll for it, but I don't think
Okay,
so.
No. Actually, Simon, Sisha will notice that her attempts are not working very well. And she'll kind of look down for a second, and when she looks back up, she's smiling, very pretty. And says...
Oh, I don't trust that.
And says to Ven, "No, it's true. I just talked to Duck. I think at him, and he understands me completely."
There's like the slightest furrow of brow when you say talk to Duck, because Ovos didn't know you named your horse Duck.
So that would be a spellcasting check, I believe. And that would be opposed by a resist magic check.
And a what magic check?
Do you have resist magic under will?
I should.
Oh my god.
In this case, I'll say, for once, Sisha's voice doesn't seem to
I'll
work.
spend 1 luck to make it 15.
I'll spend 2.
I'll spend 3.
Fine.
Going once, going twice.
So, yeah, Ven,
Doesn't really
you...
make a lot
Mostly
of
because that's actually not what I was going to say, but then I forgot when I started speaking what I was going to say to you. So I just started making shit up. Oh no. Okay, so I have 17.
She speaks the truth.
Oh, well, could you describe the process through which this works? What, like, mechanism? How did you acquire this ability?
You
That
only
wasn't
asked
part
for
of the
one
deal.
secret.
Wow.
Mind meld. If we continue to work with each other, maybe I'll let you know more.
Well, then, in that case, I guess I will allow you to allow me to assist you in this endeavor.
Right. I just need 1 each, I believe.
Yeah, and Ven is sort of trying to wiggle her way into letting her help you make it.
Every time you would reach in, Sisha would just reach over and slap your hand.
She wouldn't hand over the substances right away then.
Sisha will go into a corner that doesn't have a dead body in it and sit down and start the process of brewing. She's not going to stop you from watching, but no touchy.
Okay, that Ven is okay with that. She watches very intently.
Mm-hmm.
So that takes half an hour, right, Simon?
That
Wasn't an
would
hour.
take... we're
Curse
talking
oil?
about oil.
Yeah, curse oil.
I think all the oils are a half hour.
And how many charges does that get me? Like,
Just
how many
one.
uses? Just 1? Oh, fuck. All right.
Give me 2 seconds. My PDF is a little too zoomed in.
Tilly, don't laugh at me trying to one-up somebody else. That's not funny. I have to win everything.
It takes you a half hour for potions, 15 minutes for oil.
15 minutes? Okay. All right, so I have the curse oil, but I won't apply it until we're closer to the actual fight. I just wanted to get it made.
Okay. So we've got 3 more cards that we're gonna keep in mind for next time. Thank you everyone so much.
Kika, haven't you and I had like a one-off, like a one-up every game we've played? Every single game. But you won last time.
What were the...
It makes narrative sense that Ven would fail because she was homeschooled.
That's true. Well, it's I was also cheating, but that's okay.
Yeah, using magic instead. What were the ingredients
Spoilers.
again?
It was crab. It wasn't crab. I mean, that's not what it was, but here in inventory. It was vermilion, vitriol, hydrangea, and vermilion, vitriol, hydrangea, and what is the aether?
Okay, so we'll remove 1 aether.
And I already dropped my vermilion and vitriol down.
Okay.
You know, you missed an opportunity to have this episode be called Big Trouble in Little Bruges.
I didn't know how we would... Whoa. Gabe?
Gabe put on a flower crown there for a second. Did anybody else see that?
Don't worry about that. That was weird.
That was fine.
Okay.
You don't need to be embarrassed.
It was a pretty flower crown.
Let's see. So it's one thing to have the ingredients, it's another altogether to create the potion.
Mm-hmm.
So under Ven's watchful gaze, no pressure, Witcher.
Mm-hmm.
It's a DC 16 to create your potion.
Of what?
Alchemy.
Alchemy.
Under
Alchemy.
craft.
Craftings, alchemy. You know I'm gonna suck. Mm-mm. Nope. Woohoo!
Hey, well done.
So you notice, Ven, could you also give me an alchemy check?
Yeah, sure.
Ben's also gonna roll a 17 because they're just matching each other and everything.
No, but it's enough. It beats the DC to craft the potion. So you look at how it works, what she does, and while you don't have like the recipe to make it, you figure that if you had access to the recipe, you would be able to make it as well. Like, it's just a question of maybe if you see it a few more times, you'd be able to also do it on your own. Oils aren't the most complicated of Witcher, like from the Witcher arsenal. But yes, it takes a few minutes of boiling substances, crushing others into a fine powder, adding them in at certain intervals. And by the end, it gives this like oily, sticky substance that smells pungent.
I will put it
any small
stoppered
vial.
into a little vial and tuck the vial into my belt. All right. Now that we know sort of what we're up against, possibly it's time to hop into the sewers.
I would assume so, yes.
Should we go see what the Nilfgaardian's been doing with the mayor?
We should probably knock first.
I mean, they're
They're
on the
outside.
Streets.
I said what I said.
Uh,
Humans are
they
strange.
don't have much. Yes.
I have seen humans in the streets. Mm.
Why are you
Just-
watching?
Cats see everything.
Ben just like throws open the door and says, "We're done here."
The mayor quickly pulls up his pants. What? No, I'm kidding.
In the middle of
Hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on.
He's just
I'm
taking
kidding.
A tinkle.
He's kidding.
Regardless, even if something was to happen, the time that you spend downstairs is half the time it takes for Shayna to remove her armor. So regardless, there would not have been anything. But yes, you do find them though, drink in hand. Or I figure, is it a water skin that you like pass back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are my men here yet?
Yes.
Okay.
We said you asked Quiver to go get Glint and Breaker, right?
Glint, Breaker, and Pommel.
Okay, so you want all of the like key figures to be with you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. That's easier to remember. Yeah, all 5 of them are there.
Well, except for Quill.
Okay, you don't want the scribe.
Well, I guess a mage would be helpful, so sure, yeah.
You don't know if he's a mage.
Do I not though?
That's what you... Mage question mark is what you sent me.
That's fair, that's fair.
But yeah, when Sisha, Ven, and Ovos come out, there are now 7 figures outside. 6 mercenaries, including Shayna, and the mayor. Did you glean whatever you needed to glean downstairs?
Oh, why else would we come out?
It was enlightening.
I mean, yes.
Good.
So is this some sort of just pickpocket that has gone a bit too big for their britches, or is this an actual monster?
Oh, it's a monster.
Right. Breaker,
Aye, sir.
I need you to go round up the men, make sure they work with the
said
the
so.
guard here.
Sorry.
Keep an eye on all of the sewer vents.
Aye, Captain.
Right, we're having, unfortunately, and she looks at the rest of her merc company. It sounds a bit too much like our last run-in in a place like this, so just do what you did last time.
Survive.
Right, and if I don't come back, well, we'll see.
I got to inherit the company.
No, Pommel gets to. You know how this works.
And he looks at the elven woman and scowls.
Don't give her that. I know you've been with her as long as I have, but I need you to keep the men in check.
Will do. Sorry,
Alright.
will do.
All right, so Pommel, you're with me. Quill, talk to the Witchers, see if you can get anything else out of their information. You're smart enough.
Do we
and
hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would look at Ovos and just be like,
Let
don't
them play. Just
I don't know.
It's like you've been around stuff like this before. Maybe a fresh mind might be able to help.
Okay, so
And-
I'm not needed? Good. I'll go on ahead. Goodbye.
Where are you going?
Well, I don't know. Apparently, I'm not involved in this plan, so I'll go on ahead.
I believe that
I-
the soldier was making a plan for themselves because we certainly didn't agree.
Yes, so why should we stay?
These are my men. I'm trying to talk to them about strategies because I assume that we're all going to go underground in a bit. Yes?
Yes.
All right, so just let me do my expertise for a moment, if you please. Palm, go with Breaker and make sure that you can round up the men. If anyone gives any complaints, tell them that they'll get double the share for a job. If they comply, and if they don't, well, Breaker can take care of the rest.
Aye, Captain.
Right, work with Quiver as well. We don't need any fights starting out in town. The less people are concerned, the better. Quill, these are the two witchers. Talk with them and see if you can help them at all. So,
I might.
The look on Sisha's face when she hears that is just like, it's one of those, she's managing to filter her mouth but not her face.
can I make a human perception check on that?
Sure.
I mean, I'm definitely not hiding the fact that you just basically ordered a scribe to see if he could help people whose job this is every day.
I mean, you
And
wouldn't need
she's
to
gonna
check
look-
for that.
Gotcha. Okay. I would need a check for that.
No.
Okay.
No, you
24.
would not need a check, is what I meant.
Hmm. Okay. So
You know for sure.
I know that you witchers have expertise under your belts, but personally, I always find a fresh set of eyes might be helpful. Besides, Quill here isn't just a scribe; he's been a valuable asset for the past 5 years. Ever since I found him, he may surprise you. And she pats Quill on the shoulder. So,
Hi.
Eh.
Just so I know, because I wasn't down there, what's going on?
Oh, there's just body parts everywhere.
Oh,
What she said.
that's very gruesome. Do you know if they were hacked away post-mortem?
They were
Oh,
very
no.
much bitten and torn asunder
Quite while they were alive.
Oh, poor
by a
people.
horrible beast with horrible claws and even more horrible teeth.
Long, sharp, pointy teeth.
Ooh, made for tearing or for crunching?
That's a good question. Tearing or crunching, do you think? I
I think it would
was
definitely
very
be tearing. It would be
Yeah, it's
tearing.
very-
The bones were not crunched.
Ooh, a tearing creature.
Oh, it did have trouble with that one person's throat. Couldn't quite get it out.
Yes, well, unfortunately, if you bite too far back, you do run into the tendons, which, since they're
Oh.
attached a little further, it's hard to pull.
That does make sense.
Exsanguination
would-
comes quite quickly, but actually tearing out the throat is difficult if you don't get it in just the right place. And she'll kind of put her hand forward and demonstrate on Quill where you have to get it. Sorry. Very gently. Not all the way touching, just, pointing it out.
Just on Quill, just this other
No, not
person?
on, but like very, very close. Like just saying, here.
Quill blushes. Yes, well, and he moves, like, your hand slowly. I used to work for a doctor in Vicovaro.
So right here.
Yeah, please. There's a time
At
for
least
that.
I didn't touch. Okay.
So, tearing of the throat and body parts.
Oh no, it didn't get the throat.
It
It
did not get
tried.
the throat. That's interesting.
It looks like the teeth got snagged on the tendons.
Do you think it has an animalistic intelligence then?
You could say that.
Oh, that's interesting.
It did get the boot.
Possibly it needed an extra.
Figuratively or
Have
literally?
you ever wondered, sometimes your shoes wear slightly differently and one wears out faster than the other?
Or they just wanted two boots for the sewer.
That's true.
I feel like you're trying to mock me.
No, actually.
They are.
We're
They're
just
terrible.
we're having a regular conversation, a very mocking tone.
Are you saying your boots don't wear out, Ovos?
I'm saying that seems very unimportant to helping this person understand the creature. I came here to do a job, not speak to you, no offense.
No offense taken. We can go wherever you need to go. I can just follow along and keep asking questions. If that's okay with you. I don't mean to get in your way. I just...
We should be quiet though, right?
Don't speak.
I can take notes.
Be very careful where you walk. Stay behind Ovos or myself. Duck if Ven shoots a bow.
Oh, combat. Don't worry about that. I'm not gonna get in your way. Captain, I'm not required to be on the front lines, am I?
No, you're not. That's not where your skills lie.
Well, from what they've told me, I believe you're fighting some sort of big, angry monster.
How big?
How big was the mark on the throat?
Do you just want us to tell you what we're fighting?
Oh, that would be very helpful.
I mean, if you just asked.
What are we up against?
A werewolf
Oh,
Big one.
of some kind.
Oh, Captain.
Hmm?
You might need silvered weapons. If it's a werewolf. Do you still have that sword we got in Vicovaro?
Yes, I do.
Where did you get a silver sword in Vicovaro?
Oh, we got it from a person impaled on a wall. Oh, too much?
It's fine. She goes over to the horse, and off of one of the sides, she pulls out a long silver sword, and the pommel is that of the cat school.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
You just take a witcher's sword? That's mean.
I hope everyone had fun. This is a rocky start. We'll see where things lead with this hunt. Thank you so much, everyone, for all the donations. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, Gabe, who keeps disappearing.
Everyone's on the Wi-Fi now. I hate it.
Let's just go around the table. Can you plug, if you have anything to plug, tell us who you are, where we can find you, what you have going on. And you can put all the links that you want in chat. By the way, we'll do reverse order from the intro, so we will begin with Gabe.
I'm muted because I'm a genius. I am Gabe at Gabe James Games on Twitch, Twitter, and pretty much anywhere else. You find me online, usually posting 5e supplements and or designing my goblin dating sim. I post about that stuff. Oh yeah, it's a mess. I love it. I got a bunch of the lines back from voice actors. I'm working on finishing the second version of the demo with 2 of the first dates. You can find my stuff on Twitter. I have links to all of that. Other than that, I'm here Tuesdays. I'm on the that's Simon. I'm on the Drop the Die channel on Fridays, and I will be running a game on Encounter Roleplay next week, starting Wednesday.
Oh,
Lots of things.
interesting. Kika.
Hey, Kika. I do a lot of things, but easiest place to find me is on Twitter at twitter.com/KikaVO, where you can keep up with all the weird stuff that I do, making games, being on shows, making art. The only tabletop stream I'm on right now is this one, so make sure to come back next week.
Thank you for coming, both Kika and Gabe. Up next is Kelly.
Hello, I'm Kelly, the Opera Geek. You can follow me on Twitter at the Opera Geek. I'm obviously here on Tuesdays. Shut up, Gabe. On Thursdays, I'm back here with our Dragon Age game, which is turning out to be pretty funny because I'm the only one who's never actually played any Dragon Age. So I keep running into very important NPCs and having interesting encounters with them because I don't know who they are. There's something else coming up on Friday, but I can't talk about it yet, I don't think. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I will be back for Queens of the Valley, which is my Stardew Valley stream with cartographer extraordinaire Devin Rue on my Twitch channel at the Opera Geek. And tomorrow night's stream will also be to benefit CHN. So please come. Most of you, or many of you who follow me on Twitter, know that I am the daughter of a retired combat medic and nurse. So I know how important it is to keep frontline caregivers supplied and healthy and fed. Let's be honest, because they need food to have any energy to take care of everybody, especially at this time. So you can come join us there at 7:30 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv at the Opera Geek. That's me. Yes. Thanks.
There's no @ on Twitch, but yes.
Be quiet. You know what I meant.
I'm just checking. Thank you for coming. And last but not least, Kayla.
Sorry, muted myself, of course. I am Kayla RPG. You can find me at this link that I'm going to throw into chat. I don't have many projects going on. Oh, not that one. Somebody delete that real quick. Sorry.
It's gone.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what it was.
It was the one you sent the other day.
Oh.
Here you go. But here's mine.
Nobody saw the
I'm
porn link I sent
Tabletopper. But I'm currently taking a break from the site right now, mostly just because things are tough right now, mostly because I lost my job due to the stuff going on. So I'm just trying to bide my time right now, trying to figure stuff out. And plus, I'm starting to make a cyberpunk book with a trans main character. So if you follow me on there, I will accept it, and you might see chapters here and there in the next few weeks. So
Cool. That send me a copy of it when you can. I would love to read it.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming, Kayla. As for me, I am Simon at Wondering DM. This is our channel. Thank you everyone who donated right now. As of this Tuesday night post stream, we have raised $56 for CHN. So thank you everyone who donated. Thank you everyone who cheered. Thank you everyone who came and hung out and chat. Thank you to all of you watching on YouTube. It's always greatly appreciated to know that we have fans on the other platform. You will find us, well, here tomorrow night will be a special episode of, I believe, the Strandager House with Chris. He's going to do a Q&A, an AMA, and all for
An
raising
EKG. No.
yeah, ask Chris Geary. Anyway, you tune in tomorrow evening for that. Also tomorrow during the day we will release the flashback sequence of Ven. So look out for that as well. And you can find me again here on Thursday for some Dragon Age, Friday for Cyberpunk, and that is it. So we will see you again soon. Ciao, everyone.